Hey everyone, I'm back with another gameplay video for Domain Zoo. Starting off with the deck tech here. Um, so most of the deck is going to look about the same from what we've been doing, but I wanted to test something that I've been meaning to do for a while. We've got our normal creatures with Ragavan and Wild Nacatl, and we're going to add 2 Vexing Devil. Now, I'm sure most of you have heard of this card. This is like the quintessential Timmy card. Um, and the common viewpoint, of course, is that, okay, giving your opponent a decision is bad because they'll always make the decision that's best for them. So this is like these kind of conditional cards that allow your opponent to choose aren't good. And while I can understand the logic with that, I will point out that in decks that are pressuring life total a lot and are trying to run a lot of threats, something like Vexing Devil can be pretty good because really in a lot of situations, like, yes, you give your opponent the choice to take 4 damage for 1 mana, or you have a 4/3 in play. Both of those outcomes are generally bad for the opponent. So it's not like this thing where you're like, oh, your opponent's always going to choose what's best for them. Like, there's a lot of cases with this card where your opponent is not going to have a good choice. Like, their life total is under pressure, so 1 mana for 4 damage isn't that bad. We of course have other 1-drops that are potentially stronger. This is more of a card you might not want to play on turn 1, but maybe turn 3, or maybe if you don't have another 1-drop, it'll allow you to play 1 mana spell into a 2-drop on turn 2. It's just another threat. So this deck, one issue this deck can run into is not enough threats in the hands. So either your opponent has a lot of removal, kills your threats, or you have to potentially mulligan low because you're not seeing threats. So having more threats is good. There are, of course, other synergies with Vexing Devil in particular, in that with Scion, he will get First Strike. And also, if he stays in play, he'll turn on Stubby D. So both those can be relevant. I have used Vexing Devil in previous Zoo builds, not Domain Zoo, but what we used to call like Small Zoo or Bushwhacker Zoo, where you're trying to go really wide with Burning Tree Emissary, Reckless Bushwhacker, and a bunch of cards. Vexing Devil is very good in that deck, but that's also because you're running stuff like Pelt Collector. Of course, what we're doing in Domain Zoo is a little different, as more of an aggro kind of tempo deck. So I'm unclear if this will actually be worthwhile, but it is something that I've been meaning to test as just kind of like another, give you a few more copies of these just cheap 1-mana threats. It's also importantly a card that would impact the board state, even if it's drawing late. So the issue with a lot of 1-drops is if you end up drawing it later in the game, it's kind of be useless, with the exception of something like Ragavan, because you can dash Ragavans. That's always good. But I think Vexing Devil has a similar impact in that, you can either get a 4/3 on the board or you can do 4 damage, and both those are usually relevant. Um, for the rest of the deck, it's pretty much the same. I did take out the Remand main deck, and I trimmed. Yeah, I took out the remands from the main deck. We do still have 1 remand in the sideboard in case we're going against kind of big mana sort of strategies or combo decks. We do have 1 Dramoka's Command in. I didn't think that 3 Vexing Devils was the right number. To me, it feels like 2. I just want, again, that like 9th and 10th copy of a 1-drop creature. I don't think I want it as a 3 of. I still want to have that 1 Dramoka's Command. And then the sideboard, we got the 2nd Dramoka's Command, and the rest of the sideboard is pretty much what we've been doing. Graveyard Hate, Enchantment, Artifact Hate, Cascade Hate, Veil of Summer for any sort of discard decks, and then Giganthus, still our companion, and then we've got Hidetsugu Consumes All for board wipes, Hammer Time, Prowess, things like that. So I'm going to take us through a league, and I'll see you guys for round 1. If you like this sort of content, go ahead and like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Starting off with round 1, looks like I'll be on the play. I usually don't like to keep 7s that are like 5-landers. I think we could get a better 6. So I'm going to mulligan this. Yeah, this is a slightly better 6. We're going to probably just put back... Let me think for a moment here. We might just put back the Temple Garden. I could potentially save the Triome. I could potentially save the Triome to cycle later. So that's my thought process with putting back Temple Garden. Turn 1 here, obviously we could just go Triome and get 5 types. We also could play a Heath. I think we're going to play Heath. We'll fetch Savai Triome, or we'll have the option to bolt something. I don't think on turn 1 there's something I'm going to want to stub right away. So the idea here is I can fetch shock for Sacred Foundry if my opponent plays a threat, like a Ragavan maybe. They play a Bauble, so it looks like could be Murktide, could be Breach. Okay. Now I'm thinking it is some kind of discard deck, maybe? Interesting. Probably have a removal spell in hand. So we're just going to get our Savai Triumph here. Could be like Death Shadow or something playing with Bauble. That would probably make the most sense. Okay. So we're just going to run our threat out, put some pressure on the board. Obviously, he could be holding up some kind of Fatal Push or Bolt, depending on what he's playing, but I don't think I don't really get anywhere by not playing a threat here. So fortunately, I can't obviously play Brawler and hold up Stubby D, but I think I'd rather apply pressure here. We'll see if he's got the removal. Looks like it. I'm thinking this is a Bolt or maybe a Fatal Push. Yep, yep. So it looks like he had the Bolt. Again, I don't think you could argue I should sit back with, play my Triome, sit back with Bolt, probably protect my threat, but I think I just have to run it out. Hopefully I draw into some more action. Still thinking Death Shadow with how much he's shocking, which is fine because I have Binding and I have Bolt. Okay. So he probably has another Bolt in hand. I could just bind this Death Shadow. I could also Bolt and then stub. I think I'll do that. I think I'm going to play my Triome. And then let me think for a moment here. So if I wait till his turn, he could pay the tax with stub if he's got it. So I think I'm just going to Bolt on my turn. So he's showing that he's got his own Bolt or something like that. Yep. Yep. Okay, so we're doing okay. We can grab Gigantha next turn if I don't draw into any action. I could have binded it and saved this stub. But I think that was okay. Now I still have the binding in case he has another one. So Death Shadow can be a tricky matchup for us. We are, of course, a deck that pressures life total, so that can help and hurt us in that, like, sometimes the opponent will go low enough and I can just kill them with Tribal Flames pretty quickly or burn. But also can be tough because they can put up a wall of, big threats. Okay, so I guess this is the guy that's playing Underworld Breach. This is now the second build I've seen that's doing this with Underworld Breach, so I guess he'll bobble and then plays Death Shadow, which I'll just buy next turn. So, yeah, I guess everyone's just jamming Underworld Breach in their deck right now. That's the hotness. Okay. Okay, Tomb. I guess I shock to grab Gigantha. And then bind this. I don't think he's a deck that plays. Doesn't seem to be playing blue so far. So I don't know that I need to. I guess he could play. I guess the worst case. I don't know. I guess I'll upkeep. I guess the worst case would be he like plays a blue mana and then he can drown my binding or something. So I guess we'll just have to do it during upkeep. Again, I don't know if he's splashing blue. It looks like he might not be. Just I've only seen black and red, so. Okay. Well, if we can get another land, then we can play. Okay. Well, it's fine. Hopefully he doesn't hit anything useful. Anyway, if we get another land, we can play Gigantha next turn. He doesn't have Delirium. I don't know if he's playing on Holy Heat or not. Okay, it looks like he hit a land, so that was the land, but it's better than him hitting something useful. Okay, so I'm assuming he's going to take Gigantha. So would like some action, please. Okay, it's not anything. I guess I could play it to thin, but then he's going to know I don't have anything in hand. Okay, well, Ragavan might just run away with this game. We'll see if I can top deck something useful. Tribal Flames would be great. I guess it's still not lethal, though. Well, he can cast it for 2 damage to me. I guess he probably will. Really wish I had that. Wonder if he plays Blood Moon. Yep. So I am going to thin some more here. I guess I only have 1 red source, so I could grab a Sacred Foundry. I don't know that Blood Moon's consideration right now. Okay, let's see if I can draw something useful. Wonder what my... Come on. Wonder what my opponent is running that he doesn't have Gigantha. I don't think I've seen anything yet. Fury, I guess. Okay, hard casting Street Wraith. Then dashing Ragavan. Alright, well, maybe I can draw something useful next turn. Okay, hit another land. That's good for me. Well, this is, you know, you try out the new tech and it shows up at the worst time. Assuming he'll just take this damage here, go to 2. We'll see what he does. My hope is maybe he's got removal in hand, so he'll let it live and then try to use the removal, and I can stub that. Oh, baby. Maybe we got a chance here. Because now I have 2 stubby Ds turned on. I can block Ragavan. Oh, I could stub that. Don't think that's worth it, though. Guessing maybe he has another Ragavan. Guessing my next card's a land. Not sure what his game plan is here. He's got Bolt in hand. He knows I have a stubby D in hand, though. It's the moment. Cool. Yeah, I don't think you'll be resolving that. Cool idea, though. Okay. If we top deck a burn spell, which I'm assuming we won't, or else my opponent wouldn't have attacked. Something useful. Oh, okay. It's not bad at all. So I could swing in for 4 here and then play the Kavu and hold up stubby D. I guess I'm dead to double removal spell. But I think that's fine. The other option would be to not swing there, but I think it makes more sense to do this. So now well, we'll see what my opponent has. Could stub this. I don't think that makes sense. I'm dead to Bolt. Doesn't he have enough mana to kick this? Guess that doesn't make much of a difference. I think he still loses, but okay. I guess kicking it doesn't help him that much. He pays a 17/17, and then he can't attack me. I can't attack him unless I draw something useful. Binding, Bolt, Tribal Flames, Ragavan. Any of those would be great. Okay, I guess he's just going to thin. Okay. Binding's good. I guess we just bind the Scourge now and then swing in with both. Is there any reason to not do that? I don't think so. Still have Stubby D up. Okay, we got there. The new Timmy Tech Vexing Devil actually came in clutch there, and it was really, that's interesting. It was really because of the threat of Bolt and Tribal Flames that allowed this Vexing Devil to resolve. Because if he had taken the 4 damage, I think he would have gone within a burn, range of dying. So that's actually interesting interaction with just like the threat of the other cards in deck actually makes him much more powerful. So did his job there. What do I take out against? Probably want the Veils because of he's got Thoughtseize. He's using some graveyard synergies. Although I don't know that's amazing. He does have Bolt, so let me trim on a Brawler. This is tougher because I have less stuff to trim on. Like, this Tremoka's Command's good. It's good against Bolt, but, you know, he could bring in Blood Moon. He didn't seem like he was splashing blue. I think Stub is still good. I don't know that Rest in Peace is... I don't know. It didn't seem like he was playing on Holy Heat. He could have just not drawn one. But he was playing Bauble. I'm not sure if Rest in Peace is worthwhile here or not. Better to have a Dromoka's Command. Better to have 2 Veils. On the draw, I think 1 Veil is fine. Decisions. No, I kind of like all my cards. That's the problem. Maybe Tribal Flames. Trim 1. Do I need Bolt? He's got Ragavan, so I do. I'll trim 2 Tribal Flames. Hard to tell if that's the right decision. Just trying stuff out now. Like, the burn is good, but, you know, I don't know. My issue is, like, all my cards seem good. So that's where I'm like, I don't know if it's actually worth bringing in Rest in Peace. Or just say whatever. Because, again, I don't... Unless he's on a Holy Heat, and then Rest in Peace is very worth it. Okay, this hand's good. So, we do have an answer for a turn 1 Ragavan. See if he's got it. We also have an answer for... Okay, love to see it. Love to see it when I have Bolt. Is there any reason... What could he have? Yeah. I don't think I need to Bolt this now. I don't think he has, like, Undying effects. Doesn't seem to be splashing blue. Okay. You keep a 1-lander with Ragavan. Okay. Take your pick. Guessing the Kabu, maybe? Or Binding. Kabu, I think, is pretty good. I think he should take Kabu. That's what he's thinking a lot about it, though. I don't know that he has a great way to kill Kabu. I don't know what other removal he's running besides Bolt. Okay, he takes a Binding. So I'm guessing that means his hand is full of, like, Death Shadow and Scourge and stuff like that. I guess I would be really screwed if he goes Blood Moon. Yeah, I guess he's just going to take both then. He's just going to take both Bindings. Do I think he brought in Blood Moon? He did fetch a basic Swamp. I feel like he's got Blood Moon. This is, like, kind of the issue. If I so if I play Kavu, he Blood Moons me. But if I play basic Forest, he can play he can just bolt my Kavu. I think I'll play it safe here. I'm not gonna lose to Blood Moon. Although now my Kavu dies to things. I don't know why he took Brawler and not Kavu. I don't think he has Dress Down. So please don't have Bolt. Be cool, man. You just not have anything? Okay, we're just don't have anything. Perfect. I like that too. So here I can get... I really want to untap Blue Source to be able to protect my Kabu. Maybe he's waiting. Nah, I doubt he has removal. So I could loot away this Triome. So I think what I want to do here, swing. Man, this is tough. Okay, I think I'm gonna make my Kabu 4/4. Hmm. Okay, now I'm gonna swing. Now I could loot away this Savai Triome, but I think I'm gonna. He's got. Guess maybe I'll remove a creature from his graveyard. Doesn't really help me that much though. I'm gonna loot away this Triome. It is my 5th type. Could be stupid. Okay. It's fine. Okay, he's gonna take 4. He's gonna play some big threat by binding 4. Yeah, and we're gonna keep doing this thing. I'm in an okay position. Okay. Play some threats. Was he in double spell here maybe? Scourge and yeah. Don't think you'll be resolving that. So dead to a burn spell. I could loot away for a burn spell. I could. Is there a difference between him being 5 versus? Probably the safe thing to do is just go here. Um, fetch a Triome. So Zagoth. Now I have 5 types. Bring him to 3. And go. Could have a second Blood Moon in hand, I guess, which would be bad. Still have the basic though, so it'll be lethal. That means he's gonna put out some blockers at some point. He's had a really low life total. Okay, there's one. Does he have a second one? Does he have a bolt? All right, we got there. That's game 1 against Death Shadow. I'll see you guys for game 2 or round 2. Okay, I'm back for round 2. This is a 1-lander, so I don't want to keep this. This is fine. Probably put back a Tribal Flames here. Don't know that double Tribal Flames is necessary from the start. I think that's what we're gonna do. So we'll go turn 1, Wooded Foothills. Because Windswept Heath is like our best fetch land with our mana base, so we're gonna save that for if we have to fetch something specific. So we'll use Wooded Foothills, and we'll get Breeding Pool on turn 1, and then turn 2 most likely Sacred Foundry. Although there is an argument. Trial Flames back. There is an argument to if I want to be able to play a Nicodle next turn and hold up Stubby, then I could potentially get a Temple Garden here. I don't know my opponent. So this is a close one. I guess there's one Dramoka's Command in the deck, so I'm gonna just do Temple Garden instead. Because I want to be able to double spell next turn with Stubby, holding up Stubby and playing Nicodle if I don't draw anything. So normally this is not how I would fetch, but if the hand dictates, doing something different, then I will do that. So now next turn we can have 2 Nakaddles on the board, both 3/3, and then I can have Stubby up. Although it won't be activated, it'll still could be useful to stop a 2-drop. Okay, we're against Dredge. It's always fun. See, now Stubby D is going to be very important, especially because it looks like he doesn't have a turn 1 play. Vexing Devil is nice, but I think I need to hold up Stub to stop his first discard spell, or his first mill spell. That's what he's doing here. So we are just going to get our Steam Vents. So going in for 3. It's nice to play against decks that have like pain lands when you have a fast deck. Okay, so I'm going to hope he's not going to play like a 2-drop creature, and he's going to try to play a mill spell or something like that, and then I can stub it. We'll see what he does at the end of my turn, or in his turn. Yep. So could counter this. I could wait for something juicier. I'm just going to counter this. He could flash it back next turn. I think this is, I don't know. Well, I don't know what he's going to flip. So I'm just gonna do that. Of course, he can flash it back next turn, but then he just kind of lost a turn. We'll see. He could have a two mana mill spell, and then I'm gonna look like an idiot. What's a Stitcher Supplier maybe? No, it's not Stitcher. Oh, okay, cool. Well, the race is on. He's got the Dredge card in the graveyard. I guess he had Thrilling Discovery, but now he can't flash back Otherworldly Gaze. Okay, so far so good. We're gonna try to race him here. Ion's not that useful, but I can swing in for 6. It's more mana efficient to play Tribal Flames. But I think I'm going to do Vexing Devil. He could start gaining life, so that could be a thing. And I also would like to do 5 damage potentially with Tribal Flames next turn. So let's give the Devil a try. See if he lets it live. Oh, he also kept a 1-lander, so I'm not sure what his game plan was there. I guess it was to resolve some of his spells and do the Dredge thing, but okay, we got there. So how do we sideboard against Dredge? Well, the easy one, of course, is going to be Rest in Peace. The rest of it is less clear. Is Bolt very good? It's not amazing. Hidetsugu can be good, but like, am I going to live till turn 4 to get the second chapter off to exile all graveyards? Potentially. Remand's bad. I could bring in Flusterstorm to, again, just try to counter his Dredge spells. I think I'm okay maybe just trimming on 2 bolts and just trying to do basically the same kind of thing. But I just have Rest in Peace now. You say Dromoka's Command's not great. Could kill one of his creatures. Maybe like Flusterstorm's better than Dromoka's Command, just to, again, like slow down his Dredge spells. Could buy that. All right, we'll try this. This is not another one of those matchups I don't play super often. And like the most obvious is Rest in Peace to bring in the graveyard hate, but the rest is kind of, you can bring in more permission to try to stop some of their Dredge spells. You can bring in all sorts of stuff. But I think we're going to do this. Well, is this hand too fair against Dredge? Some might say yes. Don't have a turn 1 play. Turn 2, I'd have to go Scion. Turn 3, have 8 damage, plus 7, 15. I could potentially kill him with this. I think we keep this, but this might be an example of like keeping too fair of a hand versus a deck that can just go off. Okay, I don't have anything yet. I also don't have anything. See if they just do Otherworldly Gaze and flip a bunch of stuff. Okay, so far so good. See if I can hold on. He did keep 7, so I'm assuming he's got some good stuff in there. Okay. There's the thing. Okay, he's got Portable Hole. So he does have a Prized Amalgam in the graveyard. But that actually wasn't too bad. He must have sideboarded in Portable Hole. Well, that's a handy one to draw, isn't it? I think it's this deck is just too dangerous to mess around. Like if I play a Scion, I normally I want to apply obviously want to apply pressure, stuff like that, but man, this deck can just go. Dredge can get out of control very fast, so we're just gonna jam this now. Of course, he probably boarded in stuff to deal with this. Portable Hole, only hit creatures. Well, oh, okay, so he probably has Portable Hole for this, but at least I got the stuff that's in his graveyard now out of his graveyard. So next turn we can play our Scion and then have Bolt. Potentially get a basic here. Just life total might be a factor in this kind of racing thing. Okay, now he's in the phase of hard casting Narcomoebas, so that's good to see. Means he doesn't have an answer for Rest in Peace yet. Okay, Ragavan's good. I could play Scion. I could bolt this. Could bolt him. Maybe I just double spell and get a forest here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, because then my Ragavan will have first strike from Scion, so it won't trade with Narcomoeba. I think this is the right play. Would like to have some protection to protect my Rest in Peace, but you see the sideboard card, you can't complain. So we'll see. I do have a lot of burn damage in hand. I've got 10 next turn. So depending on what he does, if he takes more damage, which he just did, I could actually kill him next turn. He's got Portable Hole? No, it's not an instant, right? I don't remember. Okay, he's got Wear Tear. Yeah, so I mean, he brought in Hate, but it actually might be too. We'll see how much he can go off this turn. Hopefully not very much. Okay, I guess a lot now. I do still have a lot of damage in hand. Okay, he flips some creatures. Unfortunately, his Narcomoeba can chump my Scion, which I'm guessing he will. But we'll see. If he takes more damage... Okay. This is when he can play from his... Oh. Let's see. So I could bolt the Narcomoeba, swing in. Don't think that's great. Do you have another wear tear? Okay, wisely chumps. So, guess I'll just jam into Coddle. Shock into Steam Vents. Tribal Flames him. So now I have Bolt. We'll see how much he goes off this turn. Really don't want him to gain any life. But he will dredge a bunch of cards here, so we'll see. I'm bluffing I have some kind of permission, but I don't even know if he will play around it. Okay, there's something that can chump, which is annoying. Okay, yep, here they all come. No Vengevine yet. Okay, so Portable Hold and Coddle. Guess he's just in survival mode now. That's a really annoying card. Okay, well, I guess I just have him dead next turn. Unless he, like, gains life. I don't think he can. Okay. Didn't need the devil this time. All right, looks like we got there. Obviously, Rest in Peace helps a lot. Make this game to slow his deck down. So that was round 2 against Dredge, and then I'll be back for round 3 in a minute. All right, I'm back for round 3. This time I'll be on the draw. This hand's pretty good though. I got my threats, so we're gonna keep this. So what I'll probably do turn 1, Flooded Strand into Breeding Pool and play Coddle. Okay, Stomping Ground. So it's like a Prowess build maybe. Life total could matter here. I think Okay, now this gets interesting. So I'm thinking he's on Prowess. DRC enables a lot in his deck with Surveil triggers. He also has Lava Dart, so playing a 1/1 Nikado isn't super great. So I think I might just bolt his DRC right now so he can't get any... It's close, though. I think I'm going to play a little more defensively and bolt his DRC now. Next turn, I'll play a Kavu, most likely. 4/4 Kavu. I'm just going to do this now. Could have Mutagen Growth, and he'll get a free Surveil trigger, but he'll still die. All right. Okay. See if he is indeed the Prowess. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Looks like it. Another DRC. Okay. Could be a Blood Moon deck. Main deck Blood Moon would be problematic. I am shocking myself a lot, which isn't necessarily what you want to do. Guessing maybe not Prowess. I don't think Abundant Harvest would be... Which one is Abundant Harvest? Oh, I guess it's pretty good in a low land count deck. I was thinking of the other one. Yep, so now he's going to like enable all the stuff here. Try to get Delirium. I guess he already has Delirium now. Desperate Ritual. Okay, now I don't know what he's trying to do. Some kind of weird combo deck. It's interesting. See if he has Unholy Heat. Oh man, what the hell is this? What is this deck? Maybe it is just like a Prowess deck with Desperate Ritual and Abundant Harvest. That seems a little weird. Guys, is this a Storm deck? Is he about to like kill me this turn? It's just Storm. This might just be a Storm deck. Just gonna like. This is just Storm deck. So, gotta attack. I think it's pretty crucial I kill this DRC. Does enable a lot of his deck. And then I'm not sure exactly what he's trying to do. Vexing Devil's good too, though. Now, so I think what I have to do here is Dromoka's. So I guess I could either play Nikotl or Vexing Devil. Probably just want to play Nikotl, though. So I also could loot away something here. Loot away a Brawler, maybe. Try to find a... Guess we'll loot away a Brawler. I don't know that exiling is that useful. Brawler, I'm assuming he's playing Bolt, but I don't know that for sure. Let's do this. Okay, basic planes could be good. So now I'm just gonna push through the extra damage. So we'll find out if he's got something like Metamorphose. Or not Metamorphose, Mutagenic Growth. He does not. Waiting for 5, and then play my Nikotl. Could still be dead soon. I don't know. He exiled a bunch of cards to play. I just don't really know what his deck's trying to do. Fortunately, I have one red source right now, so I can't double spell Vexing Devil and Kabu next turn. So maybe if I thought more ahead, I would have. Or sorry, can't double spell Kabu and Devil next turn. So maybe if I thought more ahead, I could have played Devil last turn. Okay, yep. So he's gonna do a bunch of stuff. Let's see. Does he just have a bunch of burn spells or something? This is a interesting deck. Storm counts at 1, 2. Underworld Breach is a problem, but he doesn't have a lot of free spells in the graveyard. He got 1. Bobble. Desperate Ritual. Okay, I guess now he can just like... You're just gonna kill me this turn now? Gotta get the Storm count up to 11. I guess if he just keeps chaining along Desperate Rituals, he can do. I guess that's what he's thinking about right now. Okay, he doesn't seem to be going with that strategy. Storm counts at 5. Two mana floating. He could escape Bobble. Metamorphose again. Okay, so I guess he is just a Storm deck, which is interesting because I don't play against this very often. Not sure how I'm going to sideboard for this. Maybe I'm just dead this turn, though. He's already at 7. Apparently not. Okay, I probably loot away his basic planes, and then double spell with Devil. I could exile a card from his graveyard if he has another breach, but I don't know that's worthwhile. I think we're just gonna go for it. The reason I'm looting away the basic plane is I want to be able to double spell. Okay, didn't really help me. That saved me 1 life point. Probably just dead next turn, so. But, we'll give it a shot. So he has to let this live. I guess he just has to do 6 damage to me next turn, which maybe isn't that hard. Maybe I shouldn't have shocked there. Probably wasn't worth it. They'd lose 2 life over that. Hard to say. Actually, it almost certainly wasn't worth it. Just to play Vexing Devil when I'm already like so far ahead. It was probably the 2 life was definitely more valuable. So that was probably a mistake. He's at 1. So let's see if he just combos off here. Yep. Okay, so Grave Shot's in the graveyard. Handy. So he's got to get a storm count up to 6, 5 or 6. Yeah, I shouldn't have. That was so stupid. That was dumb. Yep. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just wanted to play Vexing Devil because he was the new card. We'll see. I might lose because of that. He's really desperate now, so he gets another one. So yeah, he only has to get up to 3 more spells, so I'm actually probably dead here. Now he needs 2 more. He's already got Bauble in the graveyard. He's got 1 mana left. Does he have enough to do this? No, he doesn't. Okay, I guess he fizzled out. All right, playing against Storm. I'll be honest. I don't know the last time I played against this. It's kind of crap. I guess with Breach, I want to bring in Rest in Peace. If he's gonna try to win off Grape Shot, then there's an argument for, I guess, Flusterstorm. Isn't that the whole point? Isn't that the whole name of the card? I don't think it doesn't seem like he has any removal, so I'd say killing DRC is relevant. He could bring in Blood Moon. I don't know that I care that much about it. Is there anything I want to trim on? Like, I feel like I want to probably maybe put more permission in, but Flusterstorm doesn't hit. I mean, it hits some stuff. Could like fizzle his Manamorphose and stuff like that. He has so many cheap spells though. Maybe Tribal Flames isn't super necessary, and I'll do the Flusterstorms. I don't know. I'm not really sure how to board it in this matchup. Oh, I got 1 extra. Do I think he's playing Bolt? Got Grape Shot, I guess. Doesn't seem like he's playing Bolt. I don't. Do I trim a Devil? Maybe I just trim a Devil. Maybe I just bring in 1 Flusterstorm. Man, this is tough. I guess I'll just trim a Devil. I wanted to play the new card as much as possible, but I don't know if it makes sense in this matchup if he's like that relevant. If my opponent's not really playing any removal. I mean, he could board in removal, so I really don't know exactly what his list is. Kind of a throwback deck. Obviously, DRC enables a lot, so I kill the DRC. This hand's good because I got an answer to the DRC, and I got some threats. So we're gonna keep this. If he goes turn 1 DRC, I will go turn 1 Bolt. Looks like it. Always have it. Always classic opening, DRC plus Bobble. Always got it. Okay. Bobble and me. So I guess I'll just kill a DRC as the original plan. I think that's more valuable than playing a Nicodle or playing a tap land. He just enables too much. And we're just gonna do it now. case he's got any more like instant speed spells and gets another surveil trigger. Okay. Dirtle away some stuff. Okay, good for me. We're gonna just play our brawler. See if he brought in any removal. Four, 3. So next turn I could fetch shock, but well now I can't really do much of anything, huh? I guess I should have played around Blood Moon. Okay. Helps to be on the play. Back for 1. Do I want to play Triome or do I want to play Foothills? Matter. Play Foothills. Grab our Giganta. Yeah, I guess I should have played around Blood Moon with the mana base he was rocking. We'll see. Hopefully just kept a shit hand, though, with Blood Moon, and I can play through it. Okay. See if he plays a threat here. Okay. Just not going to do anything. Tribal Flames for 1 doesn't seem great. So I guess we'll just do this. And then next turn we'll play Giganta. Then after that I can play Kawu or something. Second Blood Moon. Underworld Breach to get his DRC back. And Bobble again. So he's playing Bolt, so boarding out a Brawler does make sense against a Bolt deck. I'd say he's playing Blood Moon too, so good to know. Yep. Looking at my stuff. I don't know that he has a way to kill Giganta. It didn't seem like he was playing on Holy Heat. So this might be a Giganta beatdown kind of game. Yeah, so maybe he'll just try to do the combo thing. Yeah, he's got Fury. Also doesn't kill Giganta. Second Fury. That does kill Giganta. Okay, that's pretty strong. Alright, well, I'm probably losing this game. I don't really have any outs. I think drawing a basic planes, maybe. Now I know to play around Blood Moon against this deck. So it should be pretty straightforward. I wonder if Rest in Peace is even necessary. I guess it like turns off some of his combo stuff, but we'll put Dramoka's back in. Just in time. Bolt would also be good. Probably got another Bolt in hand. No, he's got nothing in hand. So Bolt would be very good. Ragavan's also sufficient. We dash him. We play Nicodle next turn to chump the Fury. Or maybe we flip a Bolt here. Oh, can I play this? What's this do? Yeah, I can play that. I want to get the storm count up, though. 2, I could Tribal Flames for 1 to draw another card. Doesn't seem amazing. Kind of want to save the Tribal Flames in case I like somehow get like a miracle here. Or is it worth it just to dig for more cards that are useful, like a bolt or something? So 3 mana. Okay, I guess I have to do this anyway. Yeah, seems like a lot of useless cards. 2 lands and a SWD. Sure is a lot of useless cards. Just have a burn spell here. Okay, now he's gonna dig for something. Dead to bolt. Am I dead to grape shot? No, I guess I am, because he's got 2. Okay. So would have been in pretty good shape if he didn't have the double fury. Tough to overcome. But now I know more of what he's doing, so we are going to sideboard a little differently. Probably Tribal Flames is fine to stay out. We are going to trim 2 Brawlers, though, and we are going to bring back the Dromoka's commands. I think Flusterstorm's fine. The rest is maybe fine. I'm still unsure about Rest in Peace. I guess it turns off DRC. Might be too narrow on the play. Maybe trim one of them. Put Devil back in. Don't know. We're just playing around now. Don't know that I need Rest in Peace in this matchup, honestly, on the play at least. Because that game, like, Rest in Peace wouldn't have made any difference. But also on the play, Blood Moon's much easier to deal with now. 1 lander. Really good other cards, but yeah, this is fine. Put back Basic Plains, maybe. Could get screwed against Blood Moon again if I put back Basic Plains, but I have a Windswept Heath. So, but this is probably going to have to get Temple Garden, I guess. Maybe I don't put back the Basic Plains. We'll do this. If we draw a land in the first 2 turns, then we won't have so many issues. So we're just going to Nakatl and Nakabu. If he's got the Bolt. DRC, always have it. When in doubt, always have it. Don't think I want to jam this Rest in Peace yet. I think I do want to jam this Kabu, though. He could have Fury, but some more pressure. Could also bind the DRC. I think it's a little early for that, though. I think I'm better off just playing another threat. Second DRC. Bolt on Nakatl, probably. Then I will shrink your DRCs if I need to, but I might not need to. Also bind one of the DRCs. Still doesn't have Delirium. You know, try to get something in the graveyard to get Delirium? Maybe. Oh, man. So I can't double spell here. I could double spell with Binding plus Brawler. I do potentially still get hosed by Blood Moon. So how do I not get hosed by Blood Moon? Could just swing in and exile something from his graveyard. That doesn't seem great. Could play this Rest in Peace, swing in, just keep this untapped, only hit him for 4. Is that enough pressure, though? Could hit him for 5. I guess the issue is if I jam Rest in Peace and he just goes Blood Moon next turn, I could fetch a Plains here and then not be in terrible shape. So maybe that's what we do. Could also loot something away, but it doesn't matter that much. Assume he just lets this through. Unless he has a way to turn on Delirium. You would need to be able to put like a creature in the graveyard. The other option would be to play Brawler. And the issue is like if he gets Delirium, is probably pretty likely, then I'm going to take a lot of damage from those DRCs. So I kind of think I need to do Rest in Peace here. He's thinking a long time about this, though. The other thing, though, is if I go Brawler, then I can, and he goes Blood Moon, I can fetch a Plains and then still cast all my normal spells, but it is risky. But if I draw another land, I can just bind the Blood Moon. So I don't know what he's thinking a lot about this. Didn't seem like he was playing like Mutagenic Growth or something. He has 2 sorcery. He would need to be able to get 2 more types in the graveyard off Surveil triggers. So you could argue that maybe I should have played Rest in Peace first, in case he did have some like sneaky tricks up his sleeve. I'm not sure if Rest in Peace is actually good in this matchup. Like, yeah, I mean, it stops Delirium DRC and it stops Breach, but maybe too narrow. He can still get all the Surveil triggers and everything. All right, we're just gonna jam it. We're jamming. I think this makes any difference if, like, do I want? I can't double spell, so because I could grab an over. I need double white, and I can't do that. Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna jam this. Well, now he's not getting Delirium anytime soon. See if he just tries a Blood Moon. Yeah, it's a pretty close call there whether to do. I could see playing Brawler. I just was really worried about like he'll get, if he gets these DRCs, if he gets Delirium, then I'm gonna take 6. I'm gonna go to 9, and that's like without him even casting any spells. So then I'm in like kind of danger range with getting dying to Bolt or Grave Shot or something like that. He could go Fury here. I could crack the fetch, and then he goes Blood Moon, and that would be like devastating. um, that would be a smart play, but I'm guessing he would have already done that if he had it in hand. I assume he just doesn't have like Blood Moon, or else he would have just played it right away. Okay, could this be his Blood Moon? He can't get a forest though. Stomping around doesn't look like Blood Moon. Okay. What did he choose? He must have chosen non-land. Yeah. Okay. I'm guessing he's just trying to dig for something. I don't think he can kill me this turn. I don't know what he would have. Got 3 mana. Okay. Again, he's gonna get a lot of surveil triggers. Yep. Exile a bunch of cards. He'll be able to play a bunch of stuff next turn, but he's not gonna be able to turn on Delirium. See what he's been exiling. Okay. He could have found Blood Moon there. So the question is, like, do I stop caring about Blood Moon and just get 5 types and start wailing away? Or do I play it safe? Might just start wailing away. Second Kabu isn't amazing. Could bind one of these DRCs, swing in for 5, and play another Kabu. Doesn't seem terrible. Could loot away something. No, I think we just do this. Loot away one of these threats in hopes of finding what exactly. Like maybe loot away Brawler and play another Kavu. Could end up with 2 1/1s if he Blood Moons me. But at least they can loot things. I think we're going to loot away Brawler here. Maybe this is a mistake. HWD is strong. Now we can just hold up Stub. I'm guessing he has nothing in hand. He's doing this. So I'm not even going to play this Kabu. I'm going to just hold up Stub. Stop whatever he's trying to do. I think he's maybe indefinite. Well, he exiled a lot of cards, so we'll just see what he does. Could have like double Fury again. That'd be annoying. Okay. I could just stub this. That'd be fun. He doesn't have mana to play Blood Moon now. So hopefully it just fizzles out. Down to 5, so he's always going to put a chump blocker out. Yep. So get potentially 2 looks at a burn spell or removal spell, something like that. See what I draw here. If it's a land, I'm definitely looting it away. Okay, so we're going to loot away the second Kabu for obvious reasons. Still get hosed by Blood Moon here. Maybe I'd draw a fetch land. Okay. All right, looks like we got there against Storm. Weird matchup. All right, that was round 3. I'll be back for round 4. Okay, I'm back for round 4. This is a 1-lander, so we are going to mulligan this. This is better. A little awkward. Most likely we'll go Scion. It's close. We're going to keep this. We're going to put back his team vents. On the play, you could make the argument to just go Nikotl, and then I have Bolt or Tribal Flames kind of as backup. Or you can just, I don't know, it's a blind matchup, but I like to get Threat on the board, so I actually think I'm going to just do this. I think I'm just going to play my Nikotl. I don't know. This is like, Nikotl obviously not that strong, but I do have some interaction, so I have some plays next turn if I have to. So I think I'm just going to get a Threat on the board on the play. Be proactive here. Unknown matchup, so we'll be aggressive. This is going to be a breeding pool. And 1/1, yeah. See what my opponent is on. They kept 7. There's a Saga turn 1. Interesting. Very interesting. Most likely here, so I could do the Triome. There's a Saga turn 1 where it's probably a Hammer Time, maybe. Maybe it's worth holding up the Bolt instead of playing the Scion. Kill his, if he plays this Stoneforge Mystic or something. Or, I don't know, it's a very weird choice to do Urza Saga turn 1. So, it's a question of, is there enough pressure with Nikotl? It's not a lot of pressure. I feel like we are supposed to just get the Triome here. Get 5 types. Going for 3. See what my opponent's doing. Could be. It's kind of weird to play a turn 1 Urza Saga unless he's got like another Urza Saga in hand, I guess. Kind of weird play. Okay, now I'm even more confused. He just Amulet or something? Okay, Basic Plains is useful here. Guessing he's just Amulet, so maybe I'm just like dead next turn. That'd be sad. Be sad. Yeah, we're gonna attack with all our creatures. So go white, white, green. So he is in fact dead next turn. If I'm not dead next turn. Possible. Assuming this will be a amulet of sorts. Okay. He'll play his Gruul Turf, so maybe this will be a Dryad that I can just Tribal Flames. Or ignore, potentially. Okay. Not gonna cut it. I guess now he can still get the Dryad, though. No, he's gonna go with Teleria West. Just gonna let this mana fizzle. Okay, so if I bolt the Grazer, swing in for 7. Let me think for a second. Okay, so I could. I guess I could bolt face if I get a. I don't think that matters that much. I guess he could have Dismember. Then I'll look like a fool. Maybe we'll just bolt face here. If I get a red source, then I can kill him. Not a red source, but a strong card. Of course, now I have regrets about not bolting the Grazer. All right. Is there a way for me to live? So if I swing with, I can take him to 2 life if I Tribal Flames him. swing, he blocks with Nicodle. He blocks the Nicodle. If I swing with Monkey, he's just going to block the Monkey. He's going to take 7. And he's still dead to Tribal Flames no matter what. I guess I'll give him the option of, like, what if he just lets the damage through from Nicodle? I don't think there's any way he does that. Really wish I had 2 red sources here. I'd just be dead next turn anyway, so. Fortunately, if I had... Oh, this thing has reach. Forgot that. Okay, so I should have bolted that. I totally forgot about reach. That was a punt. Yeah, well, I might be dead this turn, but unfortunately, if I had blocked the, if I bolted the Grazer, then I think I could have won that turn. I would have dashed in Ragavan, gotten an extra red source, and been able to Tribal Flames, and I would have hit him for 9 plus Tribal Flames would have been 14. I think he would have been dead, but I did not do that, so it is what it is. You can get Titan here, see if he just kills me. Yeah, I guess I should have read that. I guess I should have known that it had reach. It says it right on the card. That changes the calculation. I would have just bolted and pushed through all the damage. Yep, he'll do Summer's Pack. I don't know if he can kill me this turn, though. I mean, I guess that's famous last words, right? Yeah, he can't now. Maybe I'm missing something here. Is he gonna, like, Valakut me? No, I don't think that was his plan. That was it. What would he have in... I mean, he's dead. What's the purpose of this? Okay, whatever. It's fine. Okay, going against Amulet Titan. That weird sequence there. So what we usually do in this matchup, Remand is good. We want that in. Dromoka's Command is also good, thanks to Urza Saga. And then Wear Tear is good. Things that aren't so good. You want to keep Tribal Flames in. Bolt, not super relevant. You could trim... he does a Valakut. Let's see, I need to trim 4 slots. Probably trim 2 bolts. Stub is... I still like Stub because you can stub a Summer's Pack, things like that. Could trim a Ragavan only because of Grazer. Kind of blanks him. I like keeping Tribal Flames in to kill the Dryad. 2 Dromokas could be overkill, but it's very good. A lot of, like, protection spells. Maybe just trim the 1 Vexing Devil. I don't like trimming him, but, you know. He's not super essential in this matchup. I basically just have to stop their combo stuff from going off. Slow him down a bit. Okay, this hand is... well, I do have the Dromoka's Command, so I'm going to keep this. We might be using that Dromoka's pretty early if he plays an Urza Saga. Having Ragavan and Akavu is very strong as well, so this is a good hand. It's just like, we'll see if he goes off, because I don't actually have a way to kill his Amulet, so if he just plays an Amulet and then just does the whole thing, I'll be in a bit of trouble, but I can also kill turn 2 Dryad. Okay, he's going to go Saga again. All right. Okay, this could be promising. Promising that he doesn't have the Amulet already. Actually, very good news for me. Okay, Wear Tear is also good. I think I want to play a threat first, though. Please don't have Grazer. Like, I, of course, could have just teared him there, but I'm going to save it for a later time. Please don't have Grazer. Radiant Fountain, not a green source. There's an Amulet. That's problematic. So he must have just drawn that. I'll keep him from getting the second Amulet with Dromoka's Command. Or I could fuse, kill both. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. So this will be pretty straightforward. Back with the monkey. Make the treasure. Fuse. And then he's back to square one. I haven't applied a ton of pressure yet, but I just can't let him go off with an Amulet already in play and getting a second Amulet next turn. I could be dead. White. Red. We're just going to jam this now. Obviously, I could wait. Okay, now you're back to square one. And this Ragavan guy is pretty good. Okay. We're going to swing probably Kavu and Devil. Seems like what the move will be. Not the fastest clock yet, but I do still have some more disruption, so. Yeah, fear my one of Vexing Devil. Go ahead, make the pick. Make the pick, let it live. All right, you're about to take a lot of damage next turn. Even more damage if I can get a fifth source. Yeah, he's currently thinking. Maybe he brought in Dismember. He's gonna try to play through it. It's fair. I respect that. Dryad. Engineered explosives on one. Okay. Have at it. Guess that's why he let that live. Okay. Stub is good. I probably want to loot away something here. Maybe Scion. I have another Kabu. Sion's not. Can't even cast it right now. Okay. So that would allow me to play a Kabu, hold up Stubby D, which I think is pretty handy. If he just takes this damage, that'd be wild. No way. Okay. I think I just want to play another Kavu and hold up Stubby D. I think that's the safest. I could also Dromoka's Command. That's useless. Or hold up Dromoka's Command. But I can stub an Amulet, so I think I'm okay with this. I can also stub a Summoner's Pack. But I don't think he's going to do either of those. I think we'll just play our second Kavu. Shotgun Steam Vents. You could argue to play Ragavan, but I can always dash Ragavan next turn. So I think I'm in an okay place right now. Yeah, not the fastest clock, but still applying pressure. Okay. Really want a third type or fifth type. Yay. Gonna start Valakuding me. So I do still have Dromoka's Command, so that's handy. Maybe. Okay, I could also bind it. It's gonna cost the same amount of mana. I think we're just gonna Dromoka's Command. I guess the other option could be loot something away, dash monkey. Yeah, no, we're just gonna do this. I think I want to just hold up Stub in case he tries to go Summer's Pact. Summer's Pact. Okay, so he's going to take 9, so he's on a 2-turn clock. I don't think I loot anything away. All these are pretty good. I guess another land source could be useful. Maybe I just loot away Ragavan. Another land source that useful though. Decisions. Ragavan could be good. I'll discard Ragavan. I only get to discard one card. This is a bit risky because I have to discard if I select it. So if I discard Ragavan, draw a land, then I have to discard one of these. And I don't want to discard either of these. So, but I don't think Ragavan's absolutely critical to this. Okay, we got a Plains, which does not really help me. I guess I can hold up Binding as well now. See if he just tries to go Titan or something. Okay, so I can bind that if I have to. I'll wait till he does something. Okay. Stop gaining life. Okay. That's all you got? Okay. Could still have Dismember, but he'll take damage from it. All right. Looks like we got there against Amulet Titan. Wear Tear, obviously, the MVP of that game. Well, really, Ragavan into a turn 2 Wear Tear. But that was just that was a blowout. So you love to see it when your sideboard cards do what they're supposed to. All right, I'll be back for round 5, the trophy match. Okay, I'm back for round 5. This is the trophy match. This hand is good. We're going to keep this. So I often see people ask about, like, okay, isn't there tension with 1-drop and having Scion? And sometimes there is. But in general, my preferred play is playing a 1-drop creature into a 2-drop creature into a Scion on turn 3. Okay, that's preferred. That's more pressure than what you're going to get if you just go Triome and into Scion. Like sometimes you will do that, just depending on your hand. But in the case like this hand, I'm going to put 2 threats on the board over playing tap land and then playing a Scion on turn 2. It's just more pressure. So we are going to play our breeding pool. And we're going to play our Nicodle. Opponent's name is Tron Walker. I wonder if he's playing Tron. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Don't have Remand in the deck anymore, which obviously was like a blowout card against Tron. I do have Binding, though. He's probably Eldrazi Tron, right, with Chromatic Sphere. I could bind that. That's great. I think against Tron, I just want to be aggressive. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to get some more threats on the board. And hopefully we can just race him. In general, this is a very favorable matchup for Zoo. Just because we are so fast, we apply so much pressure. So we'll see what he's got. I will save the binding for his turn 3 play. Let's see what he does here. Ancient Stirrings, yep. Okay, so he's should have Tron next turn. Yeah, Expedition map. So he'll probably get something like a Karn next turn. Okay. Would like a 3rd land, please, but that's okay. Let's see. He's at 10. I could next turn he's dead to Tribal Flames anyway. Do I need to play this Nikado? Should I just hold up Binding? I could bind the Expedition map. I'm trying to think like what the worst scenario he plays. Like I think I just want to hold up Binding here. No, I think I'll just play the Nikado. And then I can bolt next turn if I don't think I need the instant speed binding. I think I can wait till his turn to do it. I guess he could wipe the board. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. Like, I'm just hoping this is like Worm Coil Engine. Okay. It's definitely not Worm Coil Engine then. Drag Tusk, the old school. Walking Ballista for 3. I don't think that's gonna cut it. Gonna bolt it now. Do I need to bolt it now? Yes. Still have Tribal Flames for next turn. Yeah, so you kill one of your creatures. Yep, alright. Okay, sounds good to me. So now he can't do the thing where he chumps with Ballista and then kills another one of my creatures. That's was the reason why I'm bolting there. So now he's gonna take 7, and then I'll Tribal Flames him. Oop, choose any target. Yeah, it's not choose the wrong target. That'd be bad. Okay, so turn 4 win against Tron. Obviously being on the play helps. Also, it helped that his big Tron play was to play a 3/3 Ballista, so that helped. Of course, on the draw, this is going to be tougher. We are going to bring in the remands. I'm trying to think what else I usually bring in. Wear Tear could be good to destroy artifacts. WD is good. Bolt not as necessary. Dramoka's Command. I think it's like an enchantment Huey. He's not really playing removal. I think this is fine. This is mostly for stuff like if he gets like Ensnaring Bridge or something. Or, I don't know, there's a lot of those sorts of threats. But mostly I want to keep my threats in to stay aggressive. So I trim the bolts because they're not as relevant. He's not really going to play any creatures or anything in the early game. Obviously, bolt's always good, but I think this is fine. I think this is what I usually do. I haven't played Tron in a minute. We'll see. He's probably going to bring in like Dismember or something like that to try to slow me down. That sounds good. We are going to do our turn 1 Vexing Devil. Not the strongest play, but will at least cost him some life. So I guess this is an example of why having Vexing Devil could be good. Because now, otherwise, I would have to just go tap land. SWD is very strong there. Fortunately, I think for a moment what I need to do here. Yeah, we're just going to go Sacred Foundry. Then we'll play likely Kavu turn 2. The other option is if Vexing Devil lives, which I don't think it will, would be something like... hold on. If Vexing Devil lives, I can hold up SWD turn 2. There's no way this thing's living. Yeah, okay. 4 damage, burn spell turn 1. Not quite as good as Ragavan, but we'll take it. Okay, I mean, he's going to do the Tron thing. Got all the Tron colors now. So here, we're just going to play our Kabu. He's likely to play Karn or something like that, so I just need to get threat on board. And on the play, of course, I can hold up Stubby D and a threat, but I can't do that on the draw. At least not. At least unless it was I had the turn 1 Ragavan. So we won't be in as good shape. Let's see what he gets here. Worm Coil Engine, maybe? Big Karn? Nope, just Karn. Ensnaring Bridge. Thundering Titan. Not what I want to see. Usually I just ignore Karn. Try to play through it. Thundering Titan will be very bad. I'm never seen this card. Oh, baby. Although I think with how Sundering Titan's worded, I don't remember the specifics. I should probably look at the card, huh? So we're going to hit him for 5. We could get rid of one of these Scions. Let me actually look at how it's worded. So it's like when you play it, though. Enters the battlefield. Okay, if it's on the stack, it won't enter the battlefield, so I can remand it. Okay, so that's going to be our game plan then. I also have the option to destroy an enchantment, but not an artifact. I could loot away one of these Scions, which I might actually do in case I get, I don't know, maybe Binding or something. I can double spell. So, of course, I could also let Sundering. Oh, wait. No, actually, I'm going to loot away Scion. Okay. I can double spell with that, so that's good. About to say, I could let Sundering Titan resolve and destroy it. No, we're not going to be doing that. We will play our Nikado, though. Okay, let's see if Remand can save us here. I'm pretty sure this is... Thinking the other one, I'm pretty sure when it's on the stack, it won't... Hasn't entered the battlefield yet. So I should be able to remand this. That only saves me a turn, though. I can't kill him next turn without some burn. People say Remand's a bad card. Okay. Okay. Thinks it's through here. So if I play Scion... Okay, so I could play Scion, do 7 to him. He'll go to 4. If I top deck a burn spell, then I can... No, let me think for a second. Trying to decide, like, I got a lot of options here, right? I could go Wear Tear to destroy the tablet, but that's going to cost me 2 mana. I could swing with everything, loot away something here. I'm obviously looking for a Tribal Flames. The issue is if I flip a Tribal Flames... Okay, I think I have to play... The issue is, like, what do I hold up here? Like, is it better to play Nikado, Vexing Devil, Stubby D? I guess I want to hold up red mana in case I flip a Bolt. Although that's going to be 7 damage, so it won't kill him. I guess he'll destroy the forest next turn. So I'm incentivized to play my green spells. Um, I guess I'll just play Scion here. Get more stuff on board. And then hold up. Stubby that useful. Or I guess if I play Scion, flip Binding or Bolt, then I can push through even more damage. Okay, maybe we'll do this. We're going to loot away. I think we're just going to loot away Nikotl. Okay, there's a land. Doesn't help me that much. I guess I've managed to destroy the Sundering Titan when it enters, so that's probably what I should just do, huh? If I just wear it. That 3 life. Probably what makes most sense to do. He'll destroy some lands, but then I can fetch green-blue. I can't fetch green-blue. I can fetch something to still give me enough types. But I guess then he plays Ensnaring Bridge. So that plan doesn't work as well. I guess I can't. Guess if he plays Ensnaring Bridge, then I'm in trouble, so I guess I could have. Well, I can hold up Stub for Ensnaring Bridge, but if he plays Sundering Titan first, I can't. Actually, yeah, I still can. See what he does here. Okay, O-Stone. Could counter this. I think that's what I have to do here. Also wipe my board. He still gets Sundering Titan down. I need blue, so. I guess he could still go Ensnaring Bridge. Destroy all my lands, but then I can still kill him with Scion. No, I can't with. Okay, well, we'll see what he does. I don't know how much mana he's got. Okay. Not gonna cut it. Well, Wear Terror seems like came in handy this game, and Remand. It's good to see the sideboard cards. Okay. Still not sure how you're gonna get out of this one. So I remanded the Sundering Titan, which made the really saved the game here. I don't think he has any enchantments. So I guess I just play the one side of. Okay. So red and green. Don't think dashing is accomplishes much, but maybe it does. All right, looks like we got the trophy. Get that 5-0. First trophy in a while. I've actually haven't been playing that much the past few weeks, and my MTGO is so laggy. We'll see if the trophy ever shows up. Boom, there it is. There it is. Okay, so I think it's only like my second trophy of the season. I had like 8 or something in the last few weeks of last season, but this season hasn't been going as well. I've also been playing more challenges and prelims than I used to play. So anyway, so we got the trophy. So overall impressions of the deck. So obviously the deck's strong. We know that, right? The question is like, was Vexing Devil good in these flex slots? And I am willing to say yes. It basically won us a game against Death Shadow because of the opponent had to respect the threat of having more burn damage in hand. So that game against Death Shadow, I had like really no business winning it, except for I had 2 stubby Ds in hand, and my opponent didn't want to go within uh, dying of burn range. They didn't want to go to 5 or less life or 3 or less life. So they had to let Vexing Devil resolve, and then I could just hold up 2 stubby Ds for the rest of the game to stop them from doing all their stuff. So in that sense, it was very good. Um, at its worst, it was a 1 mana 4 damage burn spell, which isn't amazing. I'd rather have like a Ragavan on turn 1 or maybe even Nicodle turn 1 applying more consistent pressure, but it's also not the worst. And it also enabled some hands where I could now double spell Vexing Devil into Kavu, whereas before I would have to do the Triome turn 1. So um, I think it was pretty strong. Now, is it stronger than Dramoka's Command and Remand? Like those are also very good cards in the flex slot. So it's hard to say. But I actually was surprised. This performed much better than I thought it would. It was, I think, maybe at the end of the Tron game was the only time when it wasn't really relevant. But I think pretty much every other time I cast it, it was relevant. And either did damage or it's just my opponent had to let it live because their life total was under so much pressure, and then it just got me another big threat on the board. Um, so I was actually pretty impressed. I think 2 is the right number. I still wouldn't go up to 3, just because I don't think it's like a card you want to see a ton, but it's fine as like a one of occasionally. Um, and in terms of missing, so I saw the 1 remand in the sideboard, so it obviously was relevant in the Tron matchup. It won me the game basically. Um, I think I didn't, maybe there was I think in the main deck though, I didn't really miss remand that much, so maybe that's just another indication of why I made that shift to moving the Dramoka's Command back to the main deck. I mean, in this case, I only have 1 Dramoka in the main deck, but you know, moving the remands to the sideboard just because it's like there's just a lot of low curve decks out here. But hope you guys enjoyed this. Maybe Timmy was right all along, and Vexing Devil is a strong card. Um, it certainly seems decent in Domain Zoo. But let me know what you think in the comments below. And go ahead and like and subscribe if you enjoy this sort of content. And thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.